sorry about last week, you guys. It was not hot that we missed last week. No. But you know what is hot?
What?
Are you adjusting the camera to put it right on me?
Yes.
This show.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back, you guys. That's hot. Welcome to That's Hot. I am your host, Sabrina Piper. I'm joined again by my with my producer, Max Marcus.
Yeah, on the floor, like always.
On the floor, yes. You were. I'm looking down on you.
Where I belong.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like a little puppy.
Yeah.
But you're not as fluffy and cute.
No, I'm pretty fluffy.
I mean, you need a haircut. You do. I'm alarmed. You've deep condition. That's good.
Yeah.
You can see it from the root. It's shiny.
Yeah.
It's nice. The waiter at the place, the little Italian spot, he noticed that my hair looked different, but you didn't. So thank you. That's awesome.
In fairness, I didn't even realize the couch was different when I walked in.
You really didn't. So the couch was totally different. I'm finally in my own space. I've been trying to like zen it out, make it my own. And, like all the furniture, right? Max has known is mine. He's seen the couch. You guys know the couch.
Yeah.
It was in an opposite direction. I was just trying to feng shui the place. He didn't even realize. He thought that it was a completely like just the way it was. Like,
when you were like, should I turn the couch around? I was like, well, it looks like if you just flip it, it'll be the same, but backwards.
And then you know what I did? I physically did the entire thing myself.
Yeah.
And Max just watched me do it.
That's true.
He didn't offer to help. And when I was like, hey, you know what you can do? He just talked over me like he didn't hear me say that.
I didn't hear you.
Oh, so you're not paying attention to me.
I'm not paying attention to anything, really.
Well, go pay attention to my Instagram, Funny Girl with Tits. Go follow me there. Go follow me on Twitter, Funny Girl W Tits, Funny Girl with Tits on TikTok. You're on the talk. You like 7-year-olds, 16-year-olds, whatever you are. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're creepy either way.
Yeah, either way.
You are.
Yeah, Max Marcus Comedy on TikTok, Twitter,
and the
Instagram.
FBI watch list.
And the FBI watch list. And Megan's Law.
Megan's Law?
Yeah, that's one of the pedophile websites.
Good. I'm glad you know that.
Yeah.
And Max was actually, we were just grabbing lunch, and he was explaining to me this really cool law. Why don't you tell them about the Romeo and Juliet law?
Yeah, well, it's because I'm from Pennsylvania.
And right. So anyway.
That's why I'm aware of this. I didn't do extra
Max
research.
Wants to be 19 again.
Yeah, so it's basically the idea is that like in PA the age of consent is 16, but you can't fuck not anyone can fuck a 16-year-old.
Not just anyone.
Yeah, it's like a 3-year whatever. So it's like 19's the limit in PA, and then they're like, that's fine because Romeo and Juliet had that age difference.
It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Shakespearean.
Yeah.
How can you not like that? If you're not, I mean, either you're a thespian or you're not.
Yeah. It's funny for a state like Pennsylvania. That's the one thing they took away from Shakespeare. A state that otherwise probably is not that interested in Shakespeare. That's the one thing where they were like
99% of Pennsylvania can't spell Shakespeare.
No.
I'm very confident in that.
Yeah, it's a good bet.
But PA, sometimes we've been watching you. We've been watching you on multiple channels for years. You and your people.
Yeah.
Especially during the elections. I know I go back and forth between my two favorite shows. Like I go between like Don Lemon, Tucker Carlson. I can't get enough of either.
Friends of the show.
Can't get enough of either. Don't you love them?
Yeah, they're the best.
I love them.
Two cool guys.
Not like anything can ever happen to them, right?
No.
Oh wait, there's my phone. What? They're both fired.
Yeah, we're filming this the day before that stuff happened.
But just in case that does happen.
Only off chance they get fired on the same day.
If you guys have been with the show, you know that we have our connections at Fox News.
Yeah.
And as the raging liberals, we are.
Yeah.
And that's just how it goes with that network and us. And maybe I did send in a submission for Gutfeld when they emailed me.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a blank resume with talk to Bill Schultz as the submission, but who cares?
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing something new with my two favorite guys.
Yeah.
So, guys, when you tune in and you're listening, Tuck, Donnie, we usually do this over drinks, I know, but I was just like thinking it would be really cool if I have you guys on both sides of the couch sandwiching me. And then we do like an Eiffel Tower situation, but then we get into the news. And I think
that's a great idea. Something.
Racism.
Yeah.
In America.
It'd be good for racism.
I'm just trying to be one with the people.
Yes.
I'm just trying to help.
That'll do it.
Considering, Donnie is like a huge low-key conservative. You guys don't know that, but I know him personally.
Yeah.
And Tucky,
he's gay.
Tucky fucky is. What people don't know is that, they both got They both got terminated because they're having a relationship.
With each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're in a relationship. It's really crazy, but that's okay because it's going to add an element to our show.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. I mean, that's going to be it, you know.
Yeah.
That they're fucking.
Yeah, for sure.
Who's the top? Who's the bottom? Ooh, right? You know,
I think Tucker's the bottom.
Tucker, I think, yeah, they switched definitely for sure, but I think Tucker's the bottom.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Tucker's on the bottom.
He gets
Sorry,
fucked
Tucker
by
Cucker.
He gets pegged by the green.
Tucker
Tucker. He gets pegged by the green M&M.
Oh, yeah, you really wanted to say that one.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know that with the M&M things.
He had a lot of outrage. He had a lot of outrage about the
M&M stuff.
Yeah, it's so funny.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, it's gonna be really rough for him and his Swanson fortune.
Swanson family really fortune.
Yeah. I think when he falls back on the coop of chickens that he just murdered.
The frozen dinner empire.
It's going to be lovely. He's a hungry man. That's his whole family too, right? Hungry man?
Yeah.
All that shit?
Yeah. It was Swanson and they changed to Hungry Man.
I just pulled a Tucker. I just looked right in the camera. I was just like, hello. And I was hoping that I could see my reflection in it. Did you realize that?
No, I didn't catch that.
Okay. I just thought you were always looking at me and paying attention. But I guess your mind is elsewhere in the Lemon Carlson situation.
Yeah. It's a lemon party.
It's a lemon party. Don Carlson.
Don Carlson. Tuck Tuckerson.
Tuck Tuckerson. Tuck Lemon.
Tuck lemons.
Tuck your lemons, Carl.
Tuck your lemons, Carl.
It's ridiculous.
It's fun.
I don't know what they're going to do.
I think you should replace Tuck.
Besides, yeah, of course. I mean, what else could they really do? They need another woman in there. Hi.
Yeah. They need another, like, mean, attractive woman to scream about Benghazi.
I could do that. I could Hey, Hillary, you're a liar. We know about Benghazi, right?
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
What else? Hey, the election was on...
It was rigged.
Oh, it was on a...
Let's maybe avoid... Let's not...
on a rig.
Let's not also get sued by Dominion.
No, we're not getting sued by Dominion. That's why I said it's on a rig. It's...
Dominion's a great company.
I love their sugar.
They have great sugar and even better voting machines.
Voting machines, A1, fueled by their sugar.
Yeah, and the hot sauce.
If you guys didn't know, like, it's a little white packets that are a little fun, like
the Domino.
It's definitely Domino. What I'm thinking.
Dominion.
I'm like, those are the same names, right? Dominican, right?
Yeah, Dominican voting.
Makes me think of Dominica. Do you know who Dominica is?
No.
Oh my God, dude. Dominica is this hot piece of ass from fucking Joan and Melissa. Joan Knows Best, right? And how often do I ever say hot piece of ass, right? That's
I've never heard it.
I know. That's how hot this bitch is. She's from like Sweden or like Scandinavia or some shit, right? Yeah, look her up. Dominica. So she was the nanny to Cooper Rivers, for Joan Rivers' grandson. Joan Rivers, rest in peace to the queen. I was really sick last week. That's why we didn't have an episode, you guys. I still am a little nasal. I apologize for that. But I was just in bed.
What's her name? Dominica?
Dominica.
That just brings up the islands.
Type in Joan and Melissa Dominica.
Okay.
You might get some porn, and then you might get the show. But the porn is fun. I'm sure if there's a porn, it's fun. But she's a hot piece of ass, but she's a dummy. So she's just like this slutty nanny that's just going around in her little two-piece. She like took her top off to get like Joan Rivers to give her lotion on her back. Isn't that insane?
Yeah, that's insane. Did
you find her?
I found Joan and Melissa. They don't seem to.
You didn't find Dominica?
No, I don't think so.
I feel like I have to find Dominica and send this to you.
Yeah.
It's crucial, and we must show everybody.
Yeah, the world needs to see Dominica.
I don't know why you're like, are you spelling it wrong or what are you doing? So she's like blonde and skinny and like super tight and wow, she's really not
coming up.
She's really not coming up.
Yeah, I don't know who this is.
Okay, so what I'm
she's
going
been
to do
scrubbed.
is she's been scrubbed of the internet. Dominica isn't real. Dominica was a paid actor. I mean, clearly, but
yeah.
God damn it. I guess they sent her back to Swede.
Yeah. They sent her to
they said bleed the Swede.
Bleed the Swede.
Oh yeah, you're not watching Succession. Succession fans will get that.
Yeah. No, I'm like a parrot. People say things and I say I'm back.
Oh, I thought it was because you have a Jew nose.
Yeah, that too.
But like, Dominica, it was so crazy. So this whole I mean, yeah, whatever. I have to send it to you. I can't believe they scrubbed it from the internet.
Yeah.
It was on some channel called like We. Not even
I've
like
never heard
E.
of any.
It's like a knockoff E.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, and Joan, if you're hearing this down there, we miss you. And great show. Domenico was a slut. You were right. But so crazy with Tucker and with Dawn. I'm just calling them by their first names, right? Because they're my buddies.
Tuck in the D man.
Tuck in the D man.
Tuck
in the D man.
Tuck in the D.
Tuck in the D.
Tuck the D.
Speaking of tucking the D, Leah Thomas. I'm not gonna do it, you fucking asshole. I'm just telling the world about Leah Thomas and the D transition.
The hero.
No, Max follows all these like these like fake tweeters. I don't even know. What do you call them? Retards?
Jimmy Dore.
What do you do with them? But just all these like fake news articles, and that was a fun one. But you almost got me on that one. I was like, wow, that was. No,
I kind of believed it for a second too. We could say that.
Believed it.
Jimmy Dore, comedian, friend of the show. He tweeted something.
Is he a friend of the show? I don't know him.
No, I don't really know him.
I didn't approve it.
No, okay, so not friend of the show. He lost that status. He tweeted some article from like Sports or something. Really fake sounding website about how like Leah Thomas is like done being a woman.
Sports kidding or
Kita. Yeah.
I mean,
Kita. Just Kita. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, well, anyway,
nonetheless,
the article was about how Leah Thomas is done being a woman and is going to go back to being a man.
She's accomplished everything as a woman.
She's accomplished everything. Just like one race.
We had enough wine. We were like, maybe.
Yeah. You had to look at the websites.
You gotta see the website. The website looked very fake.
Yeah. Anything that's
Max is slow.
Yeah. Any website that's like claiming to be news that's like patrioteaglegun.net is like probably not news.
Okay, that's a little bit different. That's like a little bit different than
Sportskita.
Sportskita. Now that BuzzFeed is out, who knows? BuzzFeed is also out. It's been
I didn't realize they were
a hell of a week.
I didn't realize they were Pulitzer Prize winning.
Ooh.
Which
it's because they're so snazzy.
Yeah.
I'm acting like I haven't done shit with them before, but
yeah.
I feel like everyone kind of has. If you lived in New York and you're an actor or of any capacity or a comic or anything, you worked with them.
I never did. I never got it. Now it's over.
Well, you're a fucking loser, Max. What do you want?
Now
That's
it's
why
all,
you're sitting on the fucking ground.
Now it's AI is everyone. Now it's just an AI company.
You're an AI.
That's true.
You're not even real. This isn't even real. Y'all, this is my new personality. I got really sick and I started vaping.
Yeah, vaping's cool.
Vaping's sick. This is my new thing. I love it. Except not a fan at night what I did. Yo, this is so embarrassing. Okay. So I have my vape and I just bought a new vibrator finally because I threw mine out. Because I don't know. I just felt like I was like, I don't need this. I'm going to be getting dick. And then I haven't gotten dick in like a month and a half or something insane. So I'm just going crazy. So I was like, okay, I just need something. So I bought a bullet vibrator, right? Very cool, very fun. It's like this little blue-green thing, right? Max is very intrigued because he has one up his butt right now.
It's
so
yours.
He's into it. It's cool, right? It's fun.
Yeah.
You feel it, level 3.
Great.
It's nice. So it gives this nice sensation. And I like it. So I left it just on my bedside table. And I will admit, maybe the third thing I need to add to my rep, maybe some glasses, maybe some specs.
Yeah.
Because middle of the night, couldn't sleep and whatever, went to hit the vape and kind of hit the vibe.
Yeah.
They look alike.
Oh, yeah.
They're kind of exact. It's just a bullet version of this.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's just kind of like the rounded version of this.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, I might need glasses. But I hit the vibe.
How was that?
It was like making out with my vagina.
Was that fun?
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. It's like sucking on my own clit.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Essentially. I'm like, that's how that works, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Max knows all about vibrators. That's why I brought it up to him.
Yeah, I'm an expert.
Have you ever used a vibe on a bitch?
Yeah.
Oh, he said that very sinisterly. Like, is that a word? Sinisterly?
Yeah, I think so. I've used a cock ring.
Oh, you've used a cock ring?
Yeah.
Isn't that for gay guys? No, that's not for
I don't
gay
think
guys.
so.
What is a cock ring exactly? What does it do exactly?
It like vibrates on you. I think the idea is that it
Does it go inside the girl too?
no, it's
does
on
it
the
go
outside.
inside of you?
No,
It just goes on the outside.
yeah,
And then the girl
you just wear like a
rides
ring.
you.
Yeah, and then it's like pressed up against them.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting. So that feels like it's a vibrator where the guy has it on.
yeah. As you turn your dick into a vibrator.
You turned your dick into a vibe. Oh, that's way cooler.
Yeah.
Oh, how did I not know about this? You guys, how did I not know about this fun little thing?
They're cool. Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I always had this like different idea of it where I didn't know if it like wrapped around the balls or like what it did, but
it would be bad if you got it around your balls.
I don't fucking
It would cut.
know.
It would cut off a lot of circulation.
I'm the one who told you about that the sex toy that like goes in the penal hole.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
See, but you didn't even know that existed.
No, I
See,
don't know. I
you're
wish
giving
I
me
still
a weird
had
look
it.
about like he's judging me for not knowing the cock rings, like like ins and outs of a cock ring. I'm so serious. Like,
I'm not
Max
judging.
is looking at me. Yeah, you are. I can feel the judgment seeping through your jean jacket.
We both have jean
We're
jackets.
matching today.
We
Yeah.
match a lot by
I know.
accident.
It's really scary.
It's funny.
It's terrifying. We have different takes on it. Especially because I'm like, oh my God, my fashion sense is just past yours. I mean, you're wearing it with sweatpants.
They're track pants. That's a little different.
Mine are track pants.
These are track pants. These are
These
Pumas.
are like silky cargos. Whatever.
Got my
How
Pumas.
big was the cock ring? I'm like, ah. That's insane. That's insane. Like, so, but like, I don't know. Like, that's. I'd have to think on that one. I feel like that's a human vibrator.
It is.
That's an interesting one. I don't know. What does that do for the dude though?
I think it also makes it that you can last longer.
Okay. So there's benefits for both.
Yeah, it
I
makes
feel
it
like
last
that's
longer.
pretty good.
And I think it probably because it like
Hey, Adam and Eve, can you sponsor us?
Yeah, we need to get
wanna
sponsored by Adam and
like
Eve.
one of these things. I don't know. I'd have to find a dude to use it with. I'm back on Bumble.
yeah.
I'm back on Bumble, so I could do it that way.
Yeah.
But I did get this vibe. It's been a while.
Yeah. It's a
Bumble's
vibe.
been hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I remember on your
Yeah.
birthday, you you kind of just you matched with some people who
Oh my God. So on my birthday, my Bumble was taken over by this guy on the floor.
I don't think it was even me.
And-
Oh, I swiped. I did some
Oh,
swiping.
you swiped on the ugliest motherfuckers.
I was pretty drunk. I don't
The
really remember.
grossest dudes. Just of course. And then I ran out of likes.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't know that there was a limit.
So now I can't even match.
For how long? Just the night?
I don't know. I go on it and like they're all so gross.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't want to. You know what it is? I don't want to date, and I don't want to do the whole like talky thing. I just want to
Yeah.
like go and like bang a dude and get it over.
That
with.
might be Tinder then.
Is it? Do I have to re-download that one?
Yeah, I think that's more.
I'm really disappointed in Raya. Yo, fuck you, Raya.
Yeah.
There's no reason I shouldn't be accepted. That's insane.
Yeah.
Have you ever, you know what I almost did? I was so fucking horny before I bought this. I almost hit up this guy who like I don't even talk to, and I was just going to be like, "Hey, I know it's been a couple of years, but like is that crazy?"
Yeah.
And then I didn't do it. So, thanks Target.
Yeah. Target saved you.
Yeah, Target saved me and my vagina
Yeah.
from an embarrassing text.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's hot.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I do have a hot story though.
Yeah?
It's a sexy story. It's not so sexy. It's the last time I fucked. It was on a street.
Yeah.
So, and some dude was like walking by, and then he was like, "Oh," and then he like walked away. So, you know, I just kind of, I want to switch it up from Avenue A in the East Village and jazz it up
Yeah.
to maybe like West 4th,
Yeah.
somewhere on the west side.
Yeah.
Hudson.
Yeah. Riverside Park.
Riverside Park. Make it beautiful.
Yeah.
Maybe like as the cherry blossoms are going or
Yeah.
whatever, and just nice blowy, right?
Yeah.
Use a cock ring.
Yeah. He has a cock ring in public.
Why not?
Yeah.
You know, it's better than going to Diddy's house like what Justin Bieber used to do when he was a child. Which
Yeah.
jumps into our next topic of the Biebs.
The Biebs.
The Biebs. Justin Bieber, we love you. We support you. I especially love and support you. I am really, really sorry for you probably getting molested. What can I say and not say without getting sued?
I mean, this is all alleged.
How
Also,
about
allegedly.
it's all alleged. Let's just say if you ever was molested, I feel bad. I feel really bad. It's kind of obvious.
This is a safe space that he could confide in us.
So Justin, if you want to come on in, we allow it. I know I've like told you like, no, don't do that, but no, but for real, no. So I've been like deep diving into this Justin Bieber stuff. Kind of gives me the conclusion that like Justin Bieber was possibly hit on by these celebs at a young age.
Yeah.
This Diddy video is pretty alarming.
Do you think is your theory that Diddy did something? Diddy did it? Did Diddy do it?
Did he do it?
Did Diddy do
Did
it?
he do it?
Did he do it?
I think we should get into that on Patreon, on patreon.com/funnyyouGirlWithTits.
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
Pick your tier. $1 to join. Just $1 to join. Or if you're a cuck, like Diddy, it's 18 a month. You think Diddy's a cuck or you think he's the top?
Are those two options?
Teenagers he fucks, he's the top, but otherwise he's the bottom. I answer my own question.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you always want out of a woman?
I don't need to respond.
Yeah.
I can just be left.
See, I need to even answer that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Is there any other Bieber stuff you wanted to talk about now, or do you want to save the rest for?
It's all for the Patreon.
It's all for the page.
You're not. It's for the page. You need to pay attention.
There might have been one specific thing. There might have been some more, but yeah.
You have no idea.
No, I have no idea.
You have no idea. You know what else you have no idea over?
What?
The Guidet Book of Etiquette.
Yeah.
Made by someone, I won't say who, but that is the hint for a guest that's coming up on the podcast soon.
Yes.
We have secured our first Real Housewife.
That's true.
The first Real Housewife will be coming on to That's Hot very soon.
Very soon.
Very soon. That is secure, locked in, and Max is getting the date set up, and
yes.
we will be in studio for that.
Yes.
And there's also one other person coming on soon. We will also be in studio with them for the sake of comedy.
Yeah.
Comedy.
Yeah.
Fun hints.
Fun hints.
Fun hints for these couple of episodes.
Yeah.
In the next couple of weeks. Again, not to make up for last week, not just that, but because we love you guys.
Yeah.
And we're at episode, what is this, 30-something?
34 or 35.
I can't believe I missed last week.
I think this is 34.
Ugh. That's amazing. 34. That's like the same age Diddy was when he did old Justin.
That's so crazy. Special. That's so cool.
Just like the Lambo he gave him. Let me tell you something.
I want a Lambo.
Let me tell you something. Why don't you go to Diddy's house when you're 12?
Yeah.
And wait. Seriously, the whole thing that I think is, this is my theory with Justin Bieber. I think that Justin Bieber, when he was caught in Miami driving that Lambo, and he was obviously fucked up and whatever, and he was speed racing that time.
Yeah.
A few years before that, he was at Diddy's house, and Diddy was like doing this video with him and just showed him like this Lambo and whatever. And I just feel like there is a connection.
Yeah.
Between the diddling and the car.
Yeah.
And how it happened in that car too. And, you know, I think there's a couple deep dives in that. I'm just, you know, be your own judge.
Yeah.
But I will be the judge of one person.
Yeah.
Josh Peck.
Yeah.
Oh, can I not say his full name?
I think you can say his full name.
He's
a public person.
Figure, right?
Yeah, it's not someone we know.
I mean, yeah, no, I don't know him. I don't want to know him.
No.
That's, you know, he just seems at first like, okay, so I was born in the 90s, the late 90s.
Yeah.
So I grew up watching The Amanda Show,
yes.
Drake and Josh, all that fun stuff, right? Huge guy in my life, huge figure, and not just because he's a fatty baddie.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, right? He looks good. I just saw him on someone's podcast talking about Jeanette McCurdy and Dan Schneider. Dan Schneider, who
friend
we have
of the
talked
show.
about, friend of your show, who we have talked about at length, I think, a handful of times. And then weird things have come out about him. Like we talked about him, and then the day after, things would come out. So this is a weird one, but I will say this. Josh Peck is doing this podcast, and he was just going on and on about how he had Jeanette on the first day. It was his first guest for his podcast, Mazel, and it was the day of her book release, too. And the episode never came out, and she said some shit on it, I guess. And then she said, I don't want to release it. I don't want it ever released.
Oh, she didn't want it released.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And they never released it. And 6 months went by, he said, and he had hit her up and whatever, and she never replied. And then he sent her a text saying, hi, just hi. And it was a green bubble. So he was like, am I blocked? And let me tell you why that story is a lie immediately. Because if you are blocked, it won't go green bubble. It will just never say delivered. So immediately... false. Okay, what an ass. And then he also said he referenced Dan Schneider, and he said that he had nothing but a professional like demeanor, and he was just like a hard boss essentially.
Yeah,
he was like a tough ass. They were kids, and he didn't get into all of that about him being a child actor or whatever. But the reality is he wasn't diddled because he's a fat ugly kid
and a dude.
Like he was a dude. Yeah, sure. But I think Drake Bell was probably touched. He was like a hot teen.
Yeah,
and
but I don't know if that was by
somebody who looked up and wanted to fuck him as a child.
Yeah,
so that's okay.
Yeah.
I carried that into adulthood. That's okay.
Yeah.
I can say that.
You had a chance
Hot
when you
kid.
were a child.
Maybe. Children now have more chance.
Yeah.
So it's whatever. I think he went through his shit. I think with Josh Peck, and the Dan Schneider stuff, so they work great together because it's a mirror.
Yeah, it's a younger.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a younger self.
That's it. So what does it matter to him? Meanwhile, he was on the Amanda show. We've never once heard him talk about Amanda Bynes.
Yeah.
Not a fucking word. And we've never heard Amanda Bynes talk. We have no idea if this dude is someone who did something to her. I have to be so real because he kept saying in this 1 minute clip I saw of him, he kept saying, I'm a good guy. I like to think I'm a good guy. I'm a nice guy. Which means he's a rapist. That is the worst guy you can possibly be around, is the dude who cannot stop saying what a good guy he is and does not understand what a problem the woman has with him.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, she knows exactly what fucking problem she has with him, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Jeanette?
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I wonder what happened on that, because I thought, you were telling me earlier, I thought that I thought it was
a briefing,
yeah, he gave me a very, so I kind of thought that it was, they did the podcast, and then he decided not to release it because he was protecting Schneider.
No.
Because of whatever she said.
No.
She didn't want it out there.
No, incorrect.
Yeah.
No, they recorded it.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, she was like, I don't want that released.
Yeah.
And the book came out that day, and yeah, the episode was never released. And he said since then we've had on such big people, he said the dumb bitch he was with and whatever, her podcast. It's like one of these stupid YouTube people who have no actual ambitions, brain, or voice, and yet they have a giant platform.
Yeah. Was it another child actor?
No.
Was it not another Nick person?
Not. No,
okay.
And don't insult child actors like that. I just said she's nothing, so leave it at that. Okay.
Okay.
Speck of dust. I was just like, this is just, it's so insane because it's he's talking about, we have these big people like you and whatever, and it's like he's burned every Nick bridge. He is a problem with all of these people, right? But doesn't say shit about Dan Schneider. What does that say, right? All these people
it's his
somebody
boy.
say. That's his boy, dude.
Yeah.
He's a ride or die for him.
Yeah.
And listen, I get defending your friends to an extent.
Yeah.
But this is a little different. This is your boss versus your coworkers that your kids with, your childhood friends with. And that just says he's fucked up too. He's gotta be bad too.
Yeah.
These little bad seedlets. And the more you push I'm a good guy,
Oh, yeah.
that's what a dude says is he's shoving your face down into his crotch.
Yeah.
For sure. Without a
For
doubt.
sure.
For sure, Z's.
For sure, Z's.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
So, whatever. I'm afraid of Josh Peck.
Yeah.
And I don't like your vines from 10 years ago.
Yeah, he was big on Vine.
That's how you know he was clinging to anything, because he was on Vine immediately.
Yeah, for sure.
Making $1 million a day.
Yeah.
And I remember as a 16-year-old, I was I was amused.
Yeah.
And now, not so much.
No. I mean, as long as we're talking about Nick and we're talking about Josh, I think the other thing is Drake went missing the other day. Did you see that?
Yeah, but then he came back.
Then he came back.
Yeah, he said he was going to kill himself or whatever.
Because people keep calling him a pedophile.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares? Because he is.
Yeah.
It's because he is.
It's because it's
because he is a pedophile, and he also doesn't probably want to say the most obvious thing is like, hey, the pattern repeated.
Yeah,
I was also
molested.
Touched.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to say it because then he'll come out like he'll say like, oh, they're gonna call me gay, and it's like, yeah, you are. Look at your fucking haircut, faggot. But who cares? Who gives a shit?
I mean, he could have been molested by an older woman.
Listen, I know that's your dream. I'm sure he was. There's some scary cougars in Hollywood.
Yeah, because I think there was also
it's strange, but
I think there was also talk of, I forget who it was. There was some woman, or maybe it was just like an abstract idea, but like going back to Justin Bieber stuff. I think there was like some like woman who was probably like in her late 20s who wanted to fuck Justin when he was like.
There's
15.
A lot of the Justin Bieber stuff, and we will keep on the Patreon.
Yeah,
it's just
another teaser.
Sure, teaser and legality.
Yeah. Also, I don't know anything else besides what I just said. So
I mean, yeah. And what we discussed before.
Yeah, but I think there have been people who've like defended Drake online where it's like you don't understand the full story. It's like, I don't know. Well, he pled guilty, so that seems like the full story to me.
Yeah, I mean, what was that? 2 years ago?
It was probably less than 2 years ago.
Less than 2 years ago. Listen, so the guy's a rapist, and he's gross, and he's like he just had a kid, right?
Oh, I don't know. Did he?
I'm almost positive he just had a kid. And listen, God bless the kid if that's for real.
I'm gonna look up Drake Bell kid and hope that
yeah,
it's
you should.
Not,
yeah,
not the one he texted.
Make sure it's like, say no photos.
Drake Bell kid.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a baby now, right?
In 2021.
Yep, he just had a baby.
Revealed that he had been married to. What I think whoever he was married to is leaving him.
She's leaving him too. Well, that always happens. You know, is he getting a settlement finally? Is that from Nick for whatever they diddled to him?
I don't know.
So he has a kid
divorce.
and everything. I think the reality is that he hates being a parent.
Yeah.
He can't put his kid in what he did.
Yeah.
Because they won't take him. Probably an ugly kid. A little too young for lines.
This is Drake Bell's wife has filed for divorce, citing irreparable differences. A week after Dayton Beach police issued a notice that Drake and Josh Starr was missing and endangered. He was later found safe.
Whatever.
Like, there's just too many differences. Like, he wanted to fuck 15-year-olds. I think that's gross. It's a pretty irreparable difference.
You know, he felt this way right before the prenup. He feels this way now.
You think he signed a prenup? You think she has more money?
No, I don't think they have a prenup at all.
Yeah.
I think that after everything, you take whoever will take you. And you're like, we'll run away together into the sunset of Rapeville.
Yeah.
Is that where you go?
Yeah, where's that?
Where they live? They live in like Ohio or some shit like that?
I have no idea where they live.
Minnesota, Wisconsin, somewhere in the middle.
You think they're not out in California?
No, I don't think they're in California. You think they can afford LA?
Not LA necessarily, but there's a lot of California.
I don't know. Look it up.
I don't think it's where they live.
That's literally your job.
Yeah.
Where's Drake Bell live? Address. Write that.
Yeah, Drake Bell address. I'll look that up.
I think they give you access as a producer.
Yeah. Drake Bell address. No, this says Los Angeles.
Oh, wow. LA.
But who knows how long ago
and
this
that
is
whole
from.
thing, like, between Drake and Josh, like, when Josh was like, we aren't friends, and then Drake was like, we are friends.
Yeah.
Remember that?
One of them didn't. Oh, maybe Josh didn't get invited to Drake's wedding?
Yeah. Drake didn't get invited to Josh's wedding.
Okay. Yeah.
Because Josh was like, we're not close friends. And then Drake was like, I thought we were brothers for life, man. And then he didn't invite him to the wedding. So he's like, I guess we weren't brothers.
Yeah.
It's all for fucking PR. It's all PR. Speaking of PR, I'm going to steal Emily Rajagina's PR person. They're so fucking good. She's everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, she's making
right,
out
Aubrey
with whoever.
Plaza. Aubrey. Honey. 10-10.
Oh, she's in the pocket of Big Milk now.
I know. Big Milk. You know, excuse me. I was in the pocket of Big Milk.
Were you?
First acting job.
Was
ever.
it Got Milk?
Bitch. got milk as a baby.
That's funny.
Hell yeah. I was like 1.5, 2.
Nice.
My mom has the commercial on the photos.
That's funny.
We'll have it one day and we'll play it. But
Yeah.
fun stuff. I was a got milk baby. I've been a star since day one for 27 years.
Yeah.
26 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Did you see her milk commercial?
I actually saw it today at the doctor's office.
Yeah, the wood milk.
Yep.
I was like, what is this? 'Cause
And somebody
it kind of sounds felt. I was like, there might be wood milk.
yeah, somebody pointed it out to me, and they were like, "Look at this," and I was like, "Yeah, that's totally fucking fake." And they were like, "This is funny though. She's so funny," and I was like, "She didn't come up with this.
No.
Like that's whoever her PR person is, I'm stealing them.
But her
They're
delivery's
so
good.
Yeah, because she's fantastic.
Yeah.
But my whole point is she's been in everything, like
Yeah.
from White Lotus to this nutting in the milk commercial to whatever else, whatever Hemsworth she's blowing, right?
Is she with a Hemsworth?
Was she with a Hemsworth?
I don't know.
Who
I'll
am I
look into
thinking
that.
of from Parks and Rec? Come on, Max. The blonde guy. He's not a Hemsworth, but his name is also Chris.
Oh, who's just in Mario?
What's his name? I'm so bad with this.
I know. Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. He
Was
is
she
not a Hemsworth.
No, but he's one of the Chris's, and he
He's
got
one
in.
of the
He got in
Chris's.
superhero shape for Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's why I'm confusing them. Thank you. Thank you.
They're all in that universe.
You guys all blend like guys.
Yeah, all the Marvel Chris's.
Marvel Chris's. Yeah, whoever her Asian is, top-notch job.
I mean, now it's just an Aubrey Plaza podcast, but I mean, if it was just
It's
Parks
not
and
an
Rec,
Aubrey Plaza podcast. It was like 2 seconds, you fucking fag.
well, we're on it now. I mean, just Parks and Rec and White Lotus together, it's like pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, that's
And then there's all that other shit.
fantastic.
Who knows what else there was?
There's all that other shit, that other stuff, where the director made her come on command.
Yeah, it was a woman.
Do you know about that?
It was a female
Where she actually had
director.
to, so?
I don't know.
Oh, so? Like, we didn't just finish this entire thing about all these people on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
If you think Dan Schneider was solo, no way.
No, definitely not.
So it's so sickening, honestly, but it's so interesting that nobody's blowing the fucking cover and nobody's just saying whatever, I don't know, is supposed to be said.
Yeah.
Whatever's really going on. Even if there's nothing going on, here's how you know something is, though.
Mhm.
Because nobody's flat out ever just said, oh, that's fucking crazy. Oh, that's an absurd fucking thing to say.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever said, like, he was never creepy. I was never that way. They're all just like, he was a nice guy to me. Which is what I say about people like you.
Yeah.
So that's scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
It raises a red flag where it's just like, if you can't say it's no or anything,
yeah.
nothing positive to say about this.
No. Well, I mean, I think going back to Josh's thing is I feel like that's the classic, like dude who knew the creep, where it's just like he was always nice to me. It's just like, well, you weren't.
Well, yeah,
you
that's
weren't
what I
a
mean.
you weren't a teenage girl.
That's what I mean. But it was like, I don't know. You gotta see this little clip between them.
Yeah, send me that clip later.
I will send you.
And that was some YouTuber he was talking to. I want to
Mm-hmm.
see him talking to Jeanette McCurdy.
Yeah, that apparently will never come out. It'll be buried forever.
It's so weird.
And maybe he's telling the truth, and maybe he's not. We really don't know. We have no clue either way or with any of these people, but...
Well, I feel like it would seem sketchier if he was the one being like, no, it can't be released. Like, that was bad. I mean, I guess it's his show. He could edit out whatever. I think, like, what happened that, like, she's the one that's like, nah, let's not do this.
Yeah, that's what he said. But we'd have to hear it from her mouth, too.
That's true.
Just out of pure consistency.
Yeah.
And,
But she's been pretty open about it. So, like, what could she have said? Unless he's lying.
We don't know. But that's the whole thing, where she hasn't even come out and said, like, no, that's not true, or yes, that is true. I mean, again, this was just today.
Oh, this just happened today?
So, yeah.
Okay.
That's from what I can gather.
Okay.
This seems to be like a new thing.
Okay. So maybe by next episode we'll have more information.
Maybe by the weekend or something.
Yeah, for the fans.
You guys, we're locked in. We're
Yes.
locked and loaded into this Dan Schneider thing.
Yeah.
And then they were saying like I saw in another thread after that, like then I started deep diving and people were saying like about the cast of Victorious, how that's something to be looked into because they were always wasted on set and or really hungover. And there was this one actor, and now I had never watched that show
No, I never
because
watched
I
that
was
one.
too old for it
Yeah,
at
it
that
was-
point.
I
I've
aged out of that.
outgrown Disney and Nick and all that shit
Yeah.
and whatever. But that came on the scene like right after the Drake and Josh era, which was like the end of my
Yeah.
caring about like a kid show.
What
you
was
know?
like the last show of that whatever
That I personally cared about, or like that you
yeah.
think. Well, for
Or that
me,
you
I
watched.
remember.
I have a
it
younger
was-
sister, so I watched stuff that I watched
Oh, that's
stuff
fair.
that like
Like,
I probably wouldn't have otherwise.
For me, it was iCarly on Nick. I
Yeah.
actually specifically remember, and I even remember when it like we put it on. We were like, "Are we too old for this?" At first,
Yeah.
like it was that moment, and it just happens one day where you're all of a sudden like, as a kid, you're just like, "This just doesn't. This is not as funny as it used to be."
Yeah, for me, I saw a little bit, and I think it was more. If I didn't have like the younger sister, I don't think I would have seen it. But it's like Zoe 101, she liked a lot.
Oh,
and
I
she
love Zoe
liked
101.
iCarly, and that was like both those. I think were a little past when I would have watched by myself, but I'd seen enough. But it was like it was like Drake and Josh, all that, the Amanda Show,
Yeah.
and like Keenan and Kel were like
These are all
the ones I
great,
watched.
fantastic shows. They were fantastic. And it's like Josh Peck was such an integral part of those shows, not to be overlooked.
Yeah.
Hilarious. I just think this persona he's in now, this person he is, or whatever he's putting on camera, is so off-putting.
Yeah.
Go back to the characters.
Do you know what's the other show to look into? Is the one that's like, this is way past. I like kind of didn't even really know this was a thing, but it was Jeanette's other show. Is the Sam and Cat one? Is that what it was called?
Yeah, with Ariana Grande.
Yeah, with Ariana Grande, and Ariana Grande is not.
Love Ariana Grande.
Yeah. And
Huge
yeah,
Ariana fan.
yeah, I like Ariana Grande, but she's also, I think, not been
She was in
outspoken.
Victorious.
Oh, was she in Victorious too?
She was in Victorious. She was in Sam and Cat.
Was she the same character in Victorious?
Yeah.
So they just slapped those two characters together?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
They just took those two, and they didn't get along, and that's why the show ended. They didn't even
Interesting.
get like a second season because they fought so much on set.
I know Jeanette also talked about like being jealous of her and like all of like
Yeah,
the
she said
superstardom.
she was very jealous because they were calling her a superstar, a singer, a pop star, which she is now, of course.
Yeah.
But back then she didn't even. She just had her album coming out,
Yeah.
so she didn't even have it out yet. So it was a huge thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Yours Truly wasn't released until 2014.
Oh wow.
So
Is that when Sam and Cat was on? Was Sam and Cat like?
it was before that,
But Sam and Cat was like what, 2012?
something like that.
That's
I
crazy.
was already like in high school by the time that came out, so I didn't even
Yeah,
know
I was
what
probably
that
like
show
a senior in high
like
school. by then.
was.
Yeah. No.
And I don't remember when iCarly ended either.
I don't remember iCarly ending. I just remember
A show that they brought back, and he's not a part of.
and Jeanette's not in it.
She's not in it, but he's also not like. That's the most important, crucial point is like Dan Schneider is not involved in the project.
Yeah. It's also kind of like who wanted that? Like who is it for?
Miranda Cosgrove and crew.
No, but I mean like audience. Like who?
Same people who you watched the terrible that 90s show,
I
whatever it
watched
is.
that 90s
It's
show.
awful, fucking awful.
Yeah.
I loved that 70s show when I was like younger.
It's still
I have
good.
the
I've been
box
rewatching
set
it.
like of
Yeah.
everything every fucking season on DVD. I haven't rewatched it, I'll be honest, right?
It's
in a
still
few
good.
years.
I've been rewatching it.
But that 90s show, awful. Nostalgic. It's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really is.
Yeah. Oh wow. They yeah.
I was gonna say, I think we should switch back over the Patreon.
Yeah, go to the Patreon.
Go to the Patreon.
The page.
Go to the page. I mean, we where are we at?
We're at like exactly 45. So.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. I
You
knew
felt
it. I knew it. And before we switch over to the Patreon,
Yes.
I mean, I don't even want to keep going on that. I think we should just switch to the Patreon.
Just switch to the
actually.
Patreon. We don't need to keep going.
Yeah. There was something I was gonna say, but I'm gonna hold it out.
Yeah.
And just say, go watch The Housewives and go pick Pick who you think it is.
Yes.
They're a twatter. I love the tweets. I will say
About
that.
the tweets.
It's a fun one. I'm
Yeah.
very excited. You guys follow me on social media on Instagram. Funny Girl with Tits. I was about to say my name. I'm like, it's not my name. Twitter, Funny Girl W Tits. TikTok, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
I'm getting brain fog. Max, take it away.
Max Marcus Comedy, all social media. And the Patreon is patreon.com/funnygirltits.
Yes. And
Yes.
fun tip.
Yeah.
Brain fog people. Endometriosis people. If you deal with it like I do, always have an advocate. Right, Max?
Exactly.
Always take an
I have
advocate.
one.
Shut the fuck up. I'm your advocate. You're my advocate.
Yeah.
Always take an advocate with you when you're feeling like shit and feeling in pain, and make sure to get it checked.
Yes.
Check your uterus.
Yes.
Love you all. Bye.